Well, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Tyler. Welcome to another episode of Drown Talk. And it's really early in the morning, guys. It's super early. It is currently 6 a.m. Oh, man. 6 a.m. I can't even tell. Whatever. 6 a.m. here. And I just figured I was asked to do a comic book review, and I figured, might as well just do it in like on an early morning show. So, yeah. I've read this comic book a couple times, and yeah, I want to read it and I want to talk to you guys about it. But first, I want to do some updates on what's going on in the Drawn Talk life. We're gonna have some episodes Tuesday and Wednesday. Hopefully, we might have to cancel them because this is a hectic week, man. It's freaking Thanksgiving week, and I got family in town. Another thing is Demons is almost done with the printer. I should be getting the books next week. Let's see the date real quick. Yeah, I should be getting the books next week, which is super exciting. And then once I get those books out, I will start sending them out to the backers. And then I will start sending the digital backers their awards next week as well. Sorry, it's just been really hectic here. And then this week, probably this week, I probably won't be doing any commission comic book work for Undead Row or the Hardline, because I need to be working on the sketches that people purchase for the Kickstarter. So I have 8 of those I have to draw. It's either 5 or 8. I think it's 8. So yeah, so guys, that's what I'm up to today. So that's what I'm up to this week. So I hope you guys have really fun Thanksgiving plans. Hope you guys spend them with family or friends and have a good time. What's up, Justin? Thanks for watching. All right, guys. So today let's go into this comic book review. It's called Into the Darkness by Mark Zuptic, Sean Barber, and Chris Hall. Sean is the scripter, the penciler, the letterer, the creator. And then Sean's the inker, and then Chris is the colorist, editor, Marnell McElwain, and then the cover is super cool. So I'm gonna real quick, guys. I'm gonna screen share this. I want you to, and we're gonna just read along this comic book. Gosh dang it! I just hit the worst button that you can do on this thing. It's been a while, guys, since I've done a show. It's been a while. Okay, boom. Start screen share. Okay, you guys see that? My computer is acting super dumb. Okay, so you guys see that? Let's zoom it in a little more so that we can all see it better. Okay. First off, this cover looks great. Into the Darkness, the logo is super cool. And I mean, look at this cover. It's pretty dank. That's a good thing. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. My only problem, I guess, with this cover, and it's just me being picky, is that the puddles that are hitting, there should be a circle one right here, but they're all the same freaking circle all around. Which means that they were just copy and pasted in, because there should be an actual circle here, but they're all the same angle. So that's my only problem with it. But man, this is a good looking cover. This is a good looking cover. You have all these characters. They look like zombies. So that looks good. All right. I'm just making this full screen. All right, guys. Here we go. So Into the Darkness, episode 1. So I was talking to... You guys can't see my screen anymore. I was talking to Mark, the guy who asked me to what the heck? Screen share. Start screen share. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I was talking to Mark about Guys, my laptop, it's over. Like this laptop. It's just all right, whatever. I was talking to Mark, and he was like, he was asking me, to do this review, and I was asking him, how many issues is this? I was thinking it'd be like 4 issues, but apparently this is like a ongoing epic. And you guys know me. You know that I'm not big into indies going into all out epics because I just don't think it's smart for indies. But with that being said, if someone has a story and they want to tell it, go for it. Okay, so the first 5 pages are the ones that I saw on Kickstarter, and that's why I read them, and I was like, man, sounds like a really interesting story. I want to check it out. And then when I got the book, everything kind of changed after that. And I'm going to show you guys why. Okay, so let's first look at the art for the first 5 pages. Okay, so right here, we have this dude. He says, "Grab the kids now. We've got to get out of here." Grabs a shotgun. I mean, look at the art. I mean, look at the colors. Everything looks so like good. Okay. Forget packing. There's no time. There is a serious sense of urgency. And you've got this dog. I mean, look at the rain effects. Okay. This is where it gets good. Okay. Grab the twins and run out the back, and I'll be right behind you. Crash. Personally, I would have waited for this moment for a splash page. So like the page for me would have ended right here, and then boom, that would have come on a splash page, but that's just me. And how I would have done it. Boom, shoots it, more are coming. So like frick, like these zombie looking things. I mean, look at like the art. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know where the person got a sword, but one of these zombie things has a sword. I mean, look at the action. Boom, boom, boom. Panel layout is really cool here. The panel layout is super cool. And then she runs, kisses her kids. The dog's like, what the F? Oh, no. She puts the babies in there. The dog in the other house is like, what the F are these? And then, she gets murdered. Okay. So these are the first 5 pages that I saw when I saw the Kickstarter, and I was like, wow, like this thing is really intriguing. When I talked with Mark, he really sold it to me on that I needed to, read this comic book. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna back it. And so I backed it. I'm not gonna lie, then after reading what was next, I wasn't very happy with it because I didn't feel like it wasn't as good as the first 5 pages. And the reason why is the pacing in the first 5 pages is really good. Okay. You have this sense of urgency. Okay. And he was able to capture that sense of urgency in those first 5 pages. Yo, what up, Muttman? We're looking at a book called Into the Darkness, and I'm just reviewing it. An indie creator asked me to review it. So this is number 1 out of, I don't know, I think he said 20 or more. So the first 5 pages were really good. It had a sense of quick urgency, but now that those 5 pages are like, and like you can tell that they spend a lot of time on the art for this so that they could, share it with people, get the word out, and then start their Kickstarter. Okay. But now this is the new stuff, okay, that we got when you get the Kickstarter, okay? So still first page, still pretty good. But now I felt like the writing, this is where I feel like the writing went, I don't want to say to crap, but it's where it lost me. Because I'm someone who's all about, think about what would real world people do? And then also I'm a huge believer on pace. If your comic is not paced well, it will literally drive me nuts. And this comic is not very paced well, and you can tell because they're trying to shove so many characters into one thing, into this one story. Okay, so you have this dude, okay, and for me, this character, they should have probably spent the next 10 pages talking about this character, and then he's going to meet up with this chick, They should then spent like another like 5 pages. They should have spent like 8 pages introducing him, 5 pages introducing her, and then at the end, them coming together for the first time. And then that's how their relationship, and that should have been the first issue. Okay, but that's not so. They felt I think they were like, we need to get as much story as possible, and let's do it, this way. And so I'm just gonna read the dialogue in the first 2 pages. You guys tell me if it's rushed or not. All right. I'm not crazy, though my opinion on the subject might be biased. I simply see things that other people can't. Mostly the future, sometimes the present, occasionally the specters of the past. People, places. I know they aren't figments of my imagination, but trying to convince others that it's true, that's the real trick. The others dismissed me as a lunatic, so she's our only hope, the last of the 5. If she doesn't believe me, then I failed them all. I know where she'll be today, now. This is my only chance. Okay, so we've already built up a lot of things that we don't have any understanding on. First of all, don't know this guy's name, but we'll get it in a couple pages. So we don't know who this guy is. We know that he has some kind of powers, but we don't really understand it. Clearly he's like beat up. We don't know why. And then the last of the 5, I have failed them all. We don't know anything about the 5. Okay, that's why I say you should have spent like 8 pages with this dude by himself, but they need to meet. Okay, this chick. Okay, all right. So we're going to the next page. All right, here goes nothing. Excuse me. What? Oh, I knew you were here. You're the one I've been looking for. And here we go again. Look, of all the lines you could have possibly started with. No, it's not like that. I know about your parents and how they died. What really killed them? What do you think you are? Okay, so first of all, no one starts off conversations like that. There should have been like this nice buildup. They met at like they meet at this restaurant. They talk it out. And all of a sudden, some stuff happens, and then, no one just goes, I know how your parents died. Like, whoa, chill, okay? What do you think? Who do you think you are? I should what? Turn the lights out, kick my ass. Second, someone beat you to that second part. And isn't the first a bit conspicuous out here? How the hell? Who are you? Garrett Schaefer. I have visions. I see the future, the past, you name it. Something is coming soon, and I believe you are the key to everything. Please, what's your name? You're the psychic. You tell me. It doesn't work like that. I see things, but most of the times they're just random images. Sometimes clear, sometimes not. Never with narrative. So right here, you can just the creators are trying to establish this guy's powers while also give us information about her while introducing. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work in 2 pages. 2-3 pages. Okay, it's a lot of work in 3 pages. That's why pacing, guys. Take your time with your characters, especially with these big epics. If your story is going to be 20 issues, take your time. Give a whole character an issue. I know this is this is a team book. I think the best way to do a team book is you have 1 issue for 1 character, and then there's a cliffhanger. Second issue is a new character, but then it leaves off the same cliffhanger where they meet each other. 3rd one, 4th one, 5th one, the same thing. And at the end on the 6th one, they can come up as a team. It takes time. That's why I'm not a really big believer in team books that are all about meeting each other. If you're gonna have a team book in the indie comic, just start off with the team and then go from there. But if you have to start meeting them, then you need to start giving them enough backstory and whatnot. Okay. So then this guy runs out, gets hit by a freaking truck. And he's trying to tell the character whose name is Jennifer, that, she sees this dude get run over by a bus. Looks like he's okay. But then he dies. And he says, grab the book and come on. What? Trust me. Oh, what the hell? Finals aren't for an hour. Anyway, what? Grab the book and come on. What? Trust me. Oh, what the hell? Finals aren't for another hour. Anyway, what? Guys. you don't just see, you just don't let, okay, one, you don't let a stranger who like looks like this come and talk with you, says he knows things about your parents dying, says that he has some weird superpowers where he can see visions, sees that you see an old man freaking get smacked by a ice cream truck, semi, and then the guy says, come on, follow me, and you go, oh, what the hell, finals aren't for another hour anyway. No one talks like that. No one would ever do that. No one would ever do that. So then they're running. Okay. Oh, that was just the dudes. Oh, the guy gets up and leaves his arm. That wasn't very shown properly. How's he still alive? Missing an arm like that? He's not. Not what? Alive. He's dead. They all are. What? All who? Turn around. And you see these zombies, okay? And this is, all right. Are you ready for what? And like right now, look at the panel layouts, okay? Very blocky. Okay, they're not bad, but just compare like these panel layouts to these panel layouts. Okay, look how different it is. Look how different these panel layouts are. You can tell that there was more time spent on the first 5 pages than there was like the rest of the book. So this chick who now met a stranger who's now following him after he sees a dead person, who then turns into a zombie, says, are you ready for what? I think they want more than your name. You may want to start fighting eventually. I'm not up to dealing with all 5. And then she's like, sorry, but I wasn't counting on a life or death struggle this morning. Okay, it's not established that she can fight either. Look at that kick. Hey, everyone in the chat, who can kick like that, like right now? If your life depended on it, could you do that kick right now? I don't think so. I couldn't. I'm more of like a brawl, kind of like just like smash the guy in their like stomach on the floor. Okay, so they fight and they take out these 5 zombie things. And we have no idea about them. Okay, we have 0 idea about who they are or what they are. Okay, but it says, not likely. The other was a new kill. These are rotted, decaying. They were meant to distract us so the other could escape. We can talk later. Meet me, and I'll tell you everything I know. Okay, and that's the end, by the way, of these 2 in this book. They're going to meet later in another book. They're going to talk later. We're going to get more information. In my opinion, that's not good. We need to know now. And instead, we're introduced to 2 more characters. And once again, in my opinion, very rushed at introducing these 2 new characters. Okay, so we get this dude, he pays, this guy bumps him, and then he just starts fighting. He just starts fighting everyone for no reason because he was a little pissed. So then you get this bouncer dude, and he sees the fight because this one dude fought, the whole club fought. That doesn't happen. Unless it's like a 70s like Patrick Swayze movie. And then this dude starts helping him. Okay. And everyone, like, look at this guy. This guy does not want to fight. This guy's like, oh, I just came for a drink. And they start fighting, and then so now these characters are gonna start a friendship. Nice move. I try. Got a name? Brian Harris, Eric Dalton. Around here, they call me Bloodshed. What? Yo, what up, Brad? They call me Bloodshed. They don't call you Bloodshed? Like, nice name. You got to be popular. Let's just say I enjoy these little exercises. That you're shedding blood in this club? No. So then they start a friendship. And basically, they're like, we got to go after these dudes. And then they're walking out together, and there's a Lamborghini because Bloodshed owns a Lamborghini, and then they go off. All right, and then there's this church building, okay, and there's the cat. The cat sees it. The cat saw the 2 meeting up. It's the cat, okay, and then you get this cool double page spread, and you get this awesome dude. And he's got a bunch of zombie-looking mother truckers. You have done well, little one. Show me what you have seen. Excellent. The prophecy unfolds. 4 revealed, only 1 remains. Okay. So we're guessing that that the 5 that they were talking about, that those 4 are freaking this dude, Bloodshed, and then beat up Constantine and Jennifer. Okay. But here's the thing, okay? And that's the end of the comic, by the way. That's the end of the comic, and it has a bunch of cool behind the scenes stuff. So I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Okay. All right. So let's just go get some more light if it's over here. Okay. So, okay. One thing I liked about the stories, I liked the first 5 pages. You could tell that the first 5 pages, real quick, guys, those who are just joining us in the chat, this is Into the Darkness #1 by Mark Zuptic and Sean Barber and their crew. And I was asked to review it and give an honest review. My biggest problem with the book was pacing. The pacing wasn't very good. They introduced 4 characters. We have no backstory to any of them. We don't know what the 5 are. We don't know who this big dude is, but we're told that we're going to get answers, and we never do. And we'll have to wait till the second issue to get those answers, which is fine. It's fine to have to wait to get those second answers, but we weren't given enough answers to get me to keep going. Is pacing. So how I would have done it is I would have, like I said, would have introduced that little Constantine character dude who got beat up. Probably explain why he got beat up. He clearly is on a mission, but we don't know what his mission is. We don't know what the book is that he's carrying. We don't know why this girl is special. Okay, clearly her parents are the ones that died. The 5th one that's not around is probably her brother. I'm guessing. I hope I guessed right. And guys, pace your story. It's just so rushed. And also the believability about it, okay? If some dude in a sling with a nasty black eye comes up to you and says, "Hey, what's up?" and you're just eating your lunch, studying for finals, and then they're like, "I know about your parents dying. I know about their death. I see visions." You'd be like, "What the F?" Especially if you're a girl. #me too. You would not be like okay with that. And then you see an old man jump in front of a semi truck and then walk off like a zombie. And then the guy says, "Hey, follow me." And then you jump over the rails and go, "I guess, I don't have finals for another hour, so I guess I can go." No, you don't. You wouldn't do that. That would never happen ever. And I know this is a comic book, but guys, no, that wouldn't. Is it wrong to say that wouldn't happen? I know it's a comic book, and I don't know. Does reality has to come in, right, guys? Is reality important in a comic book? For me, some instances, there has to be some sort of sense of reality. So, but then after that, after they beat up these zombies, and he's expected to have her fight, and she does that crazy roundhouse kick. I can't even lift my leg up that high. Let's see. See, you can't even do it. Can't even straighten my leg. He expects her to fight, and she does that awesome roundhouse kick, and we're just like, oh, so she can fight, and we know nothing about this girl. We know nothing. And then he's like, "Don't worry, we'll meet up and we'll talk later." Okay, 1, would you meet up with this guy? No, you wouldn't. But 2, we don't get those answers. And we're then introduced to 2 more characters who then would have been who then meet up. They cause a huge commotion. I don't know. We got Muttman saying, "If you establish your story in reality, then you have to stay within certain boundaries." Pencil for life. "The interactions between characters is off. The art does not flow well." Also, yeah, it's just the pacing, guys. So this is how I would have done it. My way isn't the right way. It's not perfect, but this is how I think I would have done it. Okay. We'll start with a 5-issue arc. Okay. First issue, we introduce the dude, okay? The dude, the Constantine looking dude, okay? And then we just tell about his story. Okay, we still have that first 5 pages to introduce everything, but then we talk when we have the Constantine dude. Okay, then at the end of that issue, he meets up with Jennifer at the cafe. Like he's like following her throughout. He's following her throughout like the story, but we're still learning more about him through like maybe flashbacks and stuff. And then he finally meets up with her. Okay. Issue 1 done. Second issue, Jennifer is like, whoa, who are you, Constantine looking dude? I think his name is Schaefer. And then it goes into like flashbacks of her life. We learn about her. So second issue is all about learning about her and whatnot. And then the second issue ends with them fighting. Okay. Well, it ends with them fighting and whatnot. And then third issue, how would I do the third issue? Third issue probably introduce the two other characters, Bloodshed and the Weasley white dude. You can introduce them, give them maybe like a 2-parter, and then by the way, and at the end of each at one of these is that cat. That cat's there, okay. And then the 5th issue would be all about the bat. Would be have them all like meet up, be really confused by that, like by the cat and by like the warlord looking dude. I just think you really need to pace your stories. You know, you can't shove so many things in one issue. I know we want to, but it's hard, super hard. Because we have characters we want to introduce, we have stories we want to tell, but you just can't do that. You have to take your time, and especially with a big epic where a team is building. I mean, okay, boom, 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 guys. Think about the MCU versus the Justice League movie. Okay, you know how I felt? I felt like this was a Justice League movie where we met up with a bunch of characters and yet we didn't know anything about them, but we know that there's something bad that's going to happen that's going to have to unite them. And by the end of it, the viewers are like, oh, I don't care. Whereas in the MCU, every single character got their own book, their own movie, before the big team meetup. Okay. In Iron Man, you only met Iron Man. Thor, you only met Thor. Hulk, you only met Hulk. Captain America, you only met Captain America. And then bam, they meet up for the Avengers movie. And at the end, you subtly bring them all together. So guys, that was Into the Darkness #1. It's not terribly bad. I liked the premise. I liked the premise a lot. I think it's got good potential, and I hope that Mark and his creators, I hope that they make another. I hope they keep making it. I hope they make #2. I hope they make #3, and I hope that gets better and better and better. That's all you can say for each comic book. You as a creator should hopefully keep making comics. If this is your first comic book, if this was, and I'm just talking to everyone, if you just make one comic and you get like a bad review, or it's not well received, or you just think it wasn't as good as you wanted it, don't stop. Keep making comics. The very first comic book that I made, the art was very, very bad. The art was terrible. I was still learning, and I looked at that product and I was like, man, there's no way that I can be happy with this. But I kept working on it, and I kept working on it. 3 years later, I'm still trying to work on my art, but I'm a little happier with my art and how it looks. But you just have to keep improving, and you can't improve if you just stop after that #1. So Mark and friends, I hope you guys continue to make Into the Darkness #1. #2, I hope you guys make #3, #4, #5, and I hope the story evolves. And I'd be interested to see it. Just my big things are think about pace, and also the dialogue, and also story setup, like how are you gonna set up certain events. A brawl at a nightclub, and then everyone's brawling. It was like for like 4 pages. They could have probably done that in like 2. Gave us more character dialogue. So yeah, guys, pacing in a comic book, super important. And here's the thing, I'm not perfect. If you guys want to read some of my comics and then you guys go, oh, Tyler, the pacing is bad, then I'll be like, crap, I need to fix that, I guess. So yeah, and also dialogue. So yeah, guys, that's the show for today. I'm gonna get ready for work. I'm gonna shower. No, I'm not gonna shower. I'm gonna go to the gym at like 7. Be there for a bit. Turn on a light. No, dude, Brad, this is all about the darkness. It's all about the darkness. Also my kitchen's dirty. So it's all about the darkness. And it's early. I don't want to turn the light on. Guys, pray for me as well, guys. I hope I was working on Friday and Saturday trying to get a new job as a filmographer and for like this company's social media, this real estate company's social media. So like on Friday, I like filmed them in their offices and it was really fun. And then on Saturday, I woke up at like 4 a.m. so I could drive an hour to their charity event. And I stayed there for like 5 hours. And I just filmed their charity event and it was super cool. And I made a pretty cool video out of it. And so fingers crossed that they like it when they see it today. And hopefully I can get this new job. Cause man, guys, I need a new job. You can't keep watching Netflix at your job. People think it's fun, but it's so freaking boring. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go get dressed. I'm going to chill out and then, we'll be doing shows hopefully Tuesday and Wednesday. It is a little tricky because it's the holidays and we do them at night and I kind of want to spend time with my family, but we'll figure things out. We will figure things out. Thanks, Brad. So everyone, thanks for watching. Those who woke up early with me. It's always a hard one doing an early morning show, but I know on Mondays I try to spend time with my wife on Monday nights. So yeah, guys, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Was I mean on my review? I told the guy I'd give him an honest review and I wasn't just going to be like, this sucks. I don't think it sucks. I think the premise is good. I think the story has potential. I just thought, there were some things that were bugging me, like the pacing and the dialogue that I felt needed to be reworked. I don't know. Was I too harsh? I hope not. I try to just be honest with my criticism. And here's the thing. If you're going to give it, you should be able to take it. So I think I can be able to take it. Just make me cry. All right, guys, subscribe, like, comment. You guys have a freaking good day. I hope you guys all make some good comics this week. Hope you guys make some good art. Hope you guys write some good stories. And yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, hopefully we have some good creators on. So peace. La da dee da da da. I'm going to go into the darkness. You see me go into the darkness? Darkness.